Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another video. Now, I don't know why I said now over there, the camera's there. Now, you may have looked at this video and thought, like, have I fallen into some sort of weird time portal and gone back to 2008 Tumblr? And the answer is no. Probably. Maybe. Because this theory is a very old theory. I mean, it's been kicking around on the internet that Timelords and Weeping Angels are like one species since... forever. But today I'm going to add more weight to that theory and I'm going to talk about the implications of it within Series 13 and the whole Timeless Child arc. So stick with me on this one. What is my actual point? Like, what am I here to suggest? Well, today I'm going to discuss the possibility that Weeping Angels are dead Time Lords. Not necessarily dead. Weeping Angels are just Time Lords somehow. We know that Chris Chibnall absolutely loves to mess with canon and write his own backstories for things in the show. I mean, example A, Exhibit A is the Timeless Child.
You are the Timeless Child.
Oh, I don't think so. No. Dear me, no.
Like, he retconned the Doctor's whole existence, so you can't sit there and say he wouldn't do the same for the Weeping Angels. And due to these filming photos, leaked videos, etc., we know for certain that the Weeping Angels are back in some capacity during Series 13. My thoughts is it's gonna be a two-parter, possibly even a finale, because Chibnall does he likes to shift things up a bit, and we have had Dalek Cybermen finales forever until we got to the Battle of Ranskorav Kolos. I'd forgotten that episode existed.
Do you mind if we get those back? A bit headachy now.
Ugh, haha, pain. Tim Shaw! Obviously, the Timeless Child once again broke formula because it was sort of a massive exposition and expose on the Doctor's real backstory. So, fingers crossed for a really good Weeping Angel finale. Now, if you've watched my videos for a long time, you'll have heard me constantly complain about the usage of the Weeping Angels within the series.
Have you heard this? People were saying that, like, the Weeping Angels have been ruined?
See, I agree with that. After Blink, I think it just gets... It's a little too far to have the whole, an image of an angel becomes an angel and the angel's the Statue of Liberty, and they need to be limited. So I'm really hoping that Series 13 is gonna do something fresh and exciting with them, but not fresh and exciting in the ridiculous way. We also know from the infamous interview with Chris Chibnall from like the 1980s that he likes Doctor Who that challenges the audience.
It was perhaps a little too routine Doctor Who, very much what the audience is expecting. It's not really very challenging for them to watch.
Similar to Mr. Ryan Johnson, he loves subverting expectation. I mean, would this technically be subverting expectation? Because we have sort of had this theory for years. But then again, we did have the sort of whole, like, Timeless Child idea dating back to the 7th Doctor's era.
You are merely another Time Lord!
I am far more than just another Time Lord.
Nah. I'll stop waffling and let's just jump straight in with the theory. We all remember David Tennant's final episode as the Doctor way back in 2010 when Rassilon, the president of Gallifrey, Rassilon the Resurrected, said this iconic line.
Only two stand against, and will stand as monument to their shame, like the Weeping Angels of old.
This is where the whole idea stems from. I mean, look at the Time Lords, like, on screen. They are mirroring Weeping Angels. The Weeping Angels even get a name drop.
Weeping Angels of old.
Now, admittedly, Rassilon does say, like the Weeping Angels, which obviously he could just be saying they look like Weeping Angels because, you know, they're doing this.
Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead.
But I think there's more to it than just that. Now, that woman there, we still don't know who she is. We know she's incremental to the Doctor's life, but we never got her identity confirmed. Now, about like almost a year ago probably, I made a video talking about who this woman could actually be. Now, I believe her to possibly be Tecteun. For those of you who don't remember, Tecteun is that crazy scientist woman from the Timeless Child.
After falling off the cliff, the child began to regenerate.
Fascinated by this newfound ability, Tecteun experimented on the child, stealing the genetic ability to regenerate.
She implanted this ability of regeneration into the genetic code of a new race, the Timelords.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Rassilon talks about how these two Time Lords are being punished. Now, obviously, they're being punished for going against his will and saying we shouldn't move Gallifrey to Earth, but what if they're also being punished for things like the creation of the Timeless Child? Because what Tecteun did wasn't very nice. Yikes, that's some bad parenting.
Yeah.
Now, in Blink, David Tennant's 10th Doctor does say no one knows where the Weeping Angels actually came from.
No one quite knows where they came from, but they're as old as the universe. Or very nearly.
Well, maybe he's about to find out. Let me just spin myself back into place. This whole idea of the Weeping Angels being punished does actually make a lot of sense. Like, if you think about what they are, it seems like some weird sort of sci-fi Time Lord punishment to freeze a being whenever it's being looked at.
They are quantum locked. They don't exist when they're being observed. The moment they are seen by any other living creature, they freeze into rock. No choice, it's a fact of their biology. In the sight of any living thing, they literally turn to stone.
Like, they're called the Lonely Assassins, but they really are. Like, they can never talk to people. Angel Bob is the exception.
You've got comfy chairs, did I mention?
We have no need of comfy chairs.
I made him say comfy chairs.
They can never have conversations. They can never, like, just go out and go to the club. Why a Weeping Angel would be going to a club, I don't know. We also know that Time Lords love giving out weird punishments, like the family of blood. The Doctor, like, traps a girl in a mirror, throws a guy into an eternal portal, does all this horrible weird stuff. The closest thing to the Weeping Angels is he suspends this guy in time and, like, ties him up to be a scarecrow. So it's kind of similar to, like, forcing someone to be a stone statue whenever they're looked at. Also, an obvious similarity between Weeping Angels and Time Lords is the fact that they're both, like, they manipulate time. They feed on time energy. Also, I'm sure that, like, the Weeping Angels can kind of somewhat regenerate. Like, in Flesh and Stone, they start to, like, rejuvenate their bodies and become fully formed from just statues. They even turned the Statue of Liberty into one of them, so... Linking on from the idea of the Weeping Angels being something to do with Tecteun or Tecteun herself, we know Tecteun did a lot of experiments and weird stuff. Also, I realise I'm saying Tecteun as much as the episode itself. Apologies. But she does a lot of weird experiments, so what if Weeping Angels are one of her experiments gone wrong? Like, she was trying to create the race of Time Lords and accidentally created this offshoot, the Weeping Angels. I mean, if Tecteun is Rassilon or something like that, then that gives extra credence to the fact that he's punishing these Time Lords who go against his will by turning them into Weeping Angels. Here's the part of the theory that gets sort of really outlandish and probably is just complete waffle, but you should stay watching for fun. What if we have the Weeping Angels' motives wrong? They don't just want to feed off people and get their time energy, etc. What if they are actively looking for the Doctor throughout time and trying to hunt him down and hurt him? / her. Sorry. Because when you think about it, every instance of the Weeping Angels we've ever seen canonically in the show, the Weeping Angels are going after the Doctor in some sense. Even Blink, like, they're going after Sally Sparrow, yes, but they're trying to get the TARDIS key, the TARDIS and the Doctor are basically interlinked. Yes, they did manage to send the Doctor back in time in Blink, but maybe they needed the TARDIS and the Doctor for some reason. Obviously, the time of Angels and Flesh and Stone, that speaks for itself. The Weeping Angels are literally hunting down the Doctor throughout that episode. Angels Take Manhattan, once again, the Weeping Angels are hunting down the Doctor. Time of the Doctor, they get a very brief appearance, but the Weeping Angels are after the Doctor. Hellbent, very brief appearance, Weeping Angels are after the Doctor. Revolution of the Daleks, very brief appearance, but the Weeping Angel is after the Doctor. Now, the sort of one exception to the rule is class. But are we counting that as canon? Yes, we are, and logically, if you think about it, the Weeping Angels are after the Doctor, right? We never found out what the Weeping Angels were trying to do at the end of class. They were, like, by Coal Hill School amassing a load of weird governmenty people. And there was this whole idea of the arrival or the day of reckoning where the weeping angels come to Cold Hill School or Earth or whatever. Now obviously the show Class got cancelled, so that plot thread never continued, but if these angels are after the Doctor, where is the best place in the universe to go? Earth. Next best place, Cold Hill School. I mean, at the time, Peter Capaldi literally had a job as a caretaker at the school. So naturally, if the Weeping Angels are after the Doctor, they'd go to Cold Hill School. So what if, as the Timeless Child, obviously the Doctor can't remember anymore, but he did something, maybe this mysterious division talked about in Series 12 turned former Time Lords into Weeping Angels as punishment, and the Doctor maybe knows them, maybe the Angels are trying to tell him this, and maybe that's all waffle. I mean, that probably was all waffle. But yeah, I think it's a very interesting possibility that probably won't happen, but I'd say that there is a chance of it. But as ever, tell me what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching today's video. Do remember to like, comment, subscribe. We've got a bunch of very exciting videos coming up in the near future, like I think there's about 4 or 5 projects I'm working on at the moment, so that's fun. But yeah, that does bring us to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!
Don't forget to click below.
Subscribe to the Confused Adipose.